Hi now in studio ahead of his We Are Friends Maui benefit concert. Then, Hawaiian Pie Company is here with melt-in-your-mouth buttery fruit pies. Plus, we're talking breakfast, lunch, and nightlife at Shorefyre Grill and Bar. It's all coming up right now on Hi Now Daily.
Aloha and welcome to Hi Now Daily. I'm Rachel Picaro and happy Tuesday. I know Kaino's looking a little different today. Much better in my opinion.
Oh, thank you, sister. Aloha, everybody. I'm McKenna Mazzulli.
Oh my God, we're gonna have a great show for you folks today because right now we are in the Good Energy Kitchen sponsored by Hawaii Gas, and one of their customers is joining us today.
They're local, they're favorite, one of our favorites because you are walking distance from H&N. Hawaiian Pie Company's operation manager Andrew Chunhori is in the studio with us and the kitchen, and you guys have been around for generations, and I really want to get to know your story. Share that with us.
Yeah, so Hawaiian Pie Company, we opened in 2014. I mean, honestly, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but apparently we're coming up on 10 years, so like I'm very appreciative of that. 4 generations, knowledge has been passed down from my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my dad, and then I'm kind of carrying the torch at this point. But it's been quite the journey. It's been enjoyable the entire way.
Time flies when you're having fun and making a lot of pies, right?
Yeah.
You said, oh, I don't usually do the front of the house stuff, the talking. You're usually doing the cooking, the baking, right?
Yeah, I'm usually in the back, you know, doing all the grunt work, let all the pretty people stay in the front, deal with selling stuff, you know what I mean?
I love that. Well, the one thing about the Hawaiian Pie Company that I think is really special is that they're always featuring flavors of the month, right?
Very sweet papers, yes.
We try to do flavors of the month, you know, just kind of rotating in some things that people haven't had for a while, and you know, as much as we try to come up with new things. So kind of like this month's flavor of the month is actually our berry biscuits pie that we just launched. Strawberries, blueberries, and we mixed in a little bit of hibiscus with it as well, just to kind of give something new, try something out. You know, it's always good to R&D things and
it's that season. It is the season for pies. And tell us a little bit more about what we have in the middle over here, because this is a classic, right?
Yeah, so this is our pumpkin custard. Probably, I would say, by far our top seller when it comes to the holiday season. We're actually going to be launching it this week to kind of, you know, get into that pumpkin spice mood that everyone always gets into around this time. So for this week, we'll be showcasing it.
I love that.
Go back a little bit though for because I want to know, because they're 4 generations deep, lots of legacy that happens with the Hawaiian Pie Company. But the custard, what's the secret for your guys' custard?
Ooh, you know, I could tell you, but you might not wake up the next morning, you know what I mean?
These are our favorites, right? The blending of the custard and the pumpkin.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the custard itself, you know, that was my grandpa's favorite recipe that one of the first ones he ever taught me, and from there, it just kind of took on its own form.
Do you feel like that's a really local thing, the custard pie?
It is. It's very custard, but I love the pumpkin. I'm glad you guys mixed it too, because now I don't have to buy 2 pies. I just get 1 pie.
True.
Vanilla ice cream.
But then you probably want to get another pie, right? Yeah. Okay, so September you got the berry biscuits.
Yeah.
October, new flavor. Tell me about that one.
So that's gonna be our coffee candy, which is right over here. Ooh. It's kind of reminiscent, or at least for me, it was reminiscent of, I don't know if you've ever had those little candies that are in like the gold wrappers. Yeah, the coffee candies. Yeah. So the moment that I tasted it, that's exactly what it reminded me of, and that automatically reminded me of my grandma, actually, because she would always have like randomly inside of her purse and stuff like that. She would always hand me one kind of thing, and I'd be eating it when I was a kid. So once I tasted it, that's like the first memory that came to my mind.
Yeah, I always thought that too. My grandma would always carry it in her purse. Every time I had one, I'm like, oh my God, I'm eating coffee.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's coffee, like, oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this.
Oh my goodness. So you were saying that this week only is gonna be the pumpkin custard, because that's kicking off fall, right? So make sure you get your hands on one of these before they go. I gotta tell you, last year I tried to get my hands on one of the pie. No. I was like an hour too late. I was like, darn, I gotta be quick this time. So I'm putting in my order today. Okay, and if people want to find your pies, they want to order, where can they go?
They can visit our website at hawaiianpiecompany.com. Give us a call. All the information's on top of our website as well. You can pre-order it, or if you're just feeling saucy, you can come down to the shop right down the road from you guys.
Yeah.
Waikiki 508. So.
Yes.
Yeah, come by.
All right, we are going to come by, and as we go, we want to make sure we try some of this, right?
I'm ready. Okay.
We're going to see how you did, and I'm going to guess phenomenal. How about that?
I know, it smells very delicious. I'm having a little, okay. How you doing? How is it?
This is the berry biscuit. It's the crumble on the top for me.
For me, yeah, the little crunch. Delicioso. Good job, Rado.
Oh,
Yes.
There you go.
All right. Well, later on in the show, we are going to catch up with you because you got some other things that are happening at Hawaiian Pie Company. We're going to catch up with him in just a bit. Now, coming up, we have food from Shorefyre plus music from Henry Kapono. And we get to chat with the writer behind the original play called Building Permit. You're watching High Now Daily. We will be right back. Welcome back to High Now Daily. We're back in the Good Energy Kitchen, sponsored by Hawaii Gas with Hawaiian Pie Company.
Yeah, and we have Andrew with us to tell us about a whole bunch of other stuff, but I want to go back to this recipe because this is delicious. Tell me one more time, what's in this?
So we have strawberries, blueberries, and some hibiscus mixed in. There's also cream cheese whipped into it.
Oh, that's what that is. I mean, I would never know because I'm not very good at baking.
That's a secret.
I also have a question. How does one go about getting hibiscus in a pie?
So they actually have some pretty interesting ingredients that I've kind of been coming across. Like they have hibiscus compounds that I'm sure they use a lot in like teas. Like I'm sure Teaspresso uses that a lot. And then
did you have one?
Yeah, dude, I think it's good.
Yes, you have.
It's awesome.
There we go. And then talk about just the pie. These are little cuties.
Yeah, so these kind of replace doing slices because for us, like doing slices every single day was kind of just added work. But having individual like mini pies was kind of like a nice filler for that. And I feel like it's a better option.
I love that. And then on top of that, you guys have the frozen pie. So if you're in a hurry,
if your artista like this does not bake, who does not know how to do all the things, there's over here. Should we want to grab it?
Oh yeah, let's do this.
Andrew, tell us all about this secret.
It looks like you made it. You walked that over like that.
Yeah, so all of our pies that we sell frozen, they're frozen ready to bake. You can just preheat your oven, put the pie on top of a baking sheet, and then once your oven's preheated, just toss it in there. There's instructions on top of the boxes as well. It's pretty.
Thank you so much for putting
It's pretty straightforward, you know, set it and forget it kind of style, where it's just, and it takes about an hour, give or take, depending on your oven.
Yeah, don't forget it after the hour.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't.
Remember it,
I'm sure you'll smell it before that, but you know.
This makes
Right
easy
on.
though. Again, we are, guys, believe it or not, so close to the holidays, right? And so this just makes it super easy.
Yeah, I mean, somewhat easier for us too. There's times during the holidays where it just gets kind of really hectic, where the ovens are going nonstop, and you know, if you're able to get it frozen and take it home, like sometimes you can even pawn it off as your own. You like made it yourself.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I
we
mean? It's
wouldn't
like,
do that to the Hawaiian
I'm not
Pie
saying
Company
you would,
now.
but you know, if you wanted to, like, I'm not gonna.
You won't tell.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay, perfect.
What
Pick
flavors?
up a bunch of the frozen pies, stick it in your freezer. This is a tip. And then just cook it, hour, boom, take it to your party, and you're good to go, right?
Yep.
You don't have to wait in lines or anything, but
Nope.
you could still go into the shop and pick some really good, yummy goodies up.
So
Tell
many
us
other
about
things you
that.
have.
Yeah, so in the shop we also make cookies and Chex Mix. Those you can also find at Foodland, or some of the Foodlands tend to stock our cookies as well. But yeah, it's just
Lots of makana to
lots
grab
of
too
stuff.
as we get to
Yeah.
the holiday season.
And
well.
as we're talking about the frozen pies, you can pick that up from other local grocery shops too, right?
Correct.
Where can you get them?
Yeah, so we're in Foodland, Sack and Save, Times, Safeway. You can also find our pies at Chef Zone as well.
And then what types of flavors are you guys offering in the frozen pies?
So frozen pies wise, you'll get more options if you were to come by the shop and pick them up frozen. At the stores, it's mainly like our original flavors from like my grandpa's recipes and my great grandpa's recipes and stuff. So it's like the apple, peach, and pear, the very
Classic,
basic
yes.
level ones.
There's nothing basic
Oh, yeah,
about Hawaiian Pie Company.
Basic
Thank
in
you.
the grand scheme of things. So.
Okay, and now to recap all that's happening, September month, your guys' pie is the berry biscuits pie, so you can pick that up right now.
So good.
This week, only this week, you are kind of introducing the fall flavor because the start of fall, of course.
Yeah.
So we got the custard / pumpkin pie.
Correct.
And then next month, one more time,
Coffee candy.
coffee candy. Oh, grandma's favorite, right?
Can we dig
Yeah.
into that one after
Yeah, of
this?
course.
Okay, yeah, and one more time, just a little bit of the recipe in that coffee is just that candy flavor.
Yeah, so if you've ever had one of those golden wrapped coffee candies as a kid, like that is
That's the way to go.
exactly
In a
what it
pie.
tastes like.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, where can people find you? How can they pick up a pie? And what's your guys' Instagram? Because that's where you guys let everybody know what the flavor of the month is, right?
Yeah, so we're I believe we're Hawaiian Pie Co on Instagram. 508
Yes, you
Waik-
are. Yes, you are.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like co or company. You know, I'm not in charge of that department, but you know.
You're doing really well, man.
You are.
If the whole baking thing doesn't work out for you, come and host.
Hey,
I know it's taken some time off.
maybe I won't quit my day job. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
All right. So go ahead and check them out. Hawaiian Pie Company, 4 generations of family-owned business baking pies, and they're right here in the heart of Kalihi. Thank you so much for joining us
Thanks
today.
for having me.
All right, to get those orders in right about now. Now, our Instagram question today is, what's your favorite local dessert? Let us know by commenting on the Instagram post on our page at Hi Now Daily. You're watching Hi Now. We'll be right back with so much more. Oh my God, look at that, look at that, look at that.
And actually, like, this is all I have to do.
Yep.
Just put it in the oven.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there one in here?
Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. I'm here with V Win from Aloha Petroleum. Now, Aloha Petroleum just kicked off their commemorative mug design contest. So we brought her in so we can find out all the details because this is for high school seniors, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
high school, 9 to 12. So previous years, we've always done just, regular artists designing our mugs, but this year we decided to do an art contest open to 9th to 12th grade. Anybody who, private school, homeschool, public school, all of them. So we welcome you to come and design our next mug for us.
Awesome. So what you brought today is some mugs from previous years, and you can see just how cool they look. Each of them have just a little spin, different artistic, feels to it, but very, very cool. And that's something that you guys are promoting for high school seniors because you really want to engage with the art community, right? And support them on their journey, right?
Yeah. So let me just tell you about the theme. The theme this year is, what does aloha mean to you? So, with everything going on, we want to get the perspective from the high school students, like what does aloha mean to them? Because it means something for you, it means something for me. The mugs showcase a wide variety of what aloha is and what Hawaiian culture is and everything. So we just want to open it up to them and see what their thoughts are.
I love that. There are some qualifications. Of course, you said you have to be a high school senior, high school from 9th grade to senior year. But you said public school, private school, homeschool, all the above. But there are some requirements as to what you can submit, right? So tell me about what those requirements are.
Yeah, so you'll be judged on, I think it's a 8x10 poster board. It'll go through judging. We close entries December 1st. We'll do the judging in January. After that, once we pick a winner, then we'll ask you to design the box. And there's a little card in there because we always send it out as Christmas gifts from our company to all our vendors and people that we work with and stuff. So, but yeah, I think that's all the details. More can be found on our website, alohagas.com/mug contest.
Awesome. And then when you're talking about the different types of art, it has to be a specific type. So no photography, right?
No photography. So all digital mediums. You can watercolor. We are accepting digital. The last contest that we did, we had watercolor. We didn't accept digital photography. So this year we will. I mean, not photography, sorry, digital drawing, digital art.
Oh, okay, so we're good with paintings, we're good with sketches.
Yes.
We're good with digital, right?
Yes.
Digital, okay,
digital
perfect. Sketches, but no photography.
No
like
photography,
photo.
yeah.
Okay, perfect, good to clarify that.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have all the information on our website, but there's also gonna be some prizes for those who won. First place, second place, third place, right?
Yeah, first place will be $1,000 cash. That's a lot of money for a high school student.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, second place will be $750, and then third place would be $500.
Awesome, and why did you guys decide to open this up for the high school students and for the art programs that they're focusing on?
Yeah, we just really want to enrich the lives of our up and coming students. Like, they're the leaders of tomorrow. So we really want to put a lot of focus. It's one of our initiatives for this year. Really helping the high school community out and all over the state.
Very cool. Well, V, thank you so much for joining me again. And if people want to get more information, where can they go?
Yeah, so you can visit our website. The rules and all the details are on there. So alohagas.com/mug contest.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. For all you high school students out there, go ahead and check out that website because you really want to participate in this program, and maybe you could win. Maybe you could win. It could be your mug right here, your art on this mug. You're watching Hi Now Daily. We will be right back. right, just a reminder about the online auction that's still open for the piece that world-famous artist Wyland painted in our studio live. Earlier this month, Wyland painted this beautiful portrait and he calls it Lahaina Rising. All proceeds will go to the Hawaii Red Cross, and we posted a link on our website, hainaldaily.com, so you can place a bid. And another update for you to an event that we covered last week, the Music and Meals for Maui ukulele concert. This concert itself raised more than $37,000, and that silent auction we talked about has already raised $53,000. So mahalo to everybody who participated. The auction will continue through the end of the month with even more instruments going up for auction. Now the proceeds are all going to the Maui Food Bank. For details on how you can help, visit hainaldaily.com. And right now, the Actors Group fills a unique niche here in Honolulu theater community by staging productions in an intimate setting with a passion and commitment to excellence and diversity. And right now, I'm with Eric Nimoto, founder and president of TAG. That's actually, the TAG stands for The Actors Group. That's right. And you yourself, you're an actor, right?
I am.
You are. You like to think of yourself as an actor, right? All right, well, you have Building Permit that just came out not too long ago, already sold out on pretty much most of your guys' showings, but you still have a few more. So let's talk about Building Permit, what that is.
So Building Permit is actually, I call it 50% based on fact, 50% fiction, but it covers the 100% lunacy of our going through and trying to get our theater approved starting back in 2010. And when I say lunacy, I'm not only talking about one-sided against the DPP. No, not at all. It's lunacy on our end too, you know. And so Building Permit is a comedy drama that kind of talks about how we went through the process and involved everybody from our side as well as dealing with the DPP process.
Wow, so you've already had your opening night. You guys had a wonderful time. I was looking at some of the pictures that people have sent in to you, and it just looked like a lot of the actors coming together and really showing off their skills. What was it like for you folks?
Oh, it is just fantastic, because the unique thing about this particular play is it features a number of us who are on the TAG board, either playing ourselves or playing other characters in the play. So we're so busy running plays, we're not often together acting as performers, but this play is different, we are. And then I'm also fortunate to have some wonderful other actors. A lot of guys that act with Kumu Kahua, Dan Seki, Alan Okubo, Eric Mita, Charles Tim. I mean, to have many of these amazing actors being part of this play is just a godsend, and it's just we're just having a blast.
Awesome. Now, you were saying that it's been pretty busy. You got a few spots open. So if people wanted to pick up some tickets, where could they go? Do you guys have a website?
We do. Go to taghawaii.net. Okay, we had a sold out opening weekend this past weekend. We've sold out every show for the next 2 weeks. However, we're able to add about 6 more seats in every show and stay within the building code limit. You know? So we're mindful that we don't want to have the play that deals with the building code violate the building code. Okay, but if they go to the website now and start ordering their tickets, we just did it this morning. 6 more tickets for each show.
Awesome. Well, Eric, thank you so much for joining me today. Go ahead and check out Building Permit. That's happening. Thank you so much for being here with me.
My pleasure.
All right, now let's send things over to Drew, who's up in the High Now kitchen. What's happening, Drew?
Hey, Rachel, I'm up here in the kitchen with Shorefyre. After the break, we'll chat with Alan and Christopher about their breakfast, lunch, and nightlife. Stick with us.
E.M. Tongi is returning to Hawaii and he'll be on 2 islands. The E.M. Tongi concert is scheduled for December 9th at the Blaisdell Arena in Honolulu on Oahu, and then on December 12th at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center on Maui. A portion of the proceeds will go toward helping those affected by the Maui fires. For details on how to buy tickets, visit hawaiinewsnow.com. And you can enter for a chance to win premium tickets to the show. The grand prize will include front row seats and a meet and greet. You can enter for that on our website as well at hawaiinewsnow.com. Get it, you guys. All right,
Awesome.
everybody. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
A benefit concert called We Are Friends Maui is coming up, and I'm here with Henry Kapono and Art Bento to talk about the event. Art, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Tell me about how this all-star lineup came about.
Well, it was the morning after the fateful night, August 8th. The morning comes, and I pick up the phone, and I call Henry, and lo and behold, Henry's calling me at the same time. The exact same time we go to voicemail, and we realize we're trying to get a hold of each other. And the first thing we said is we have to do something. And so the combined efforts with Kapono Inc. and the Maui Arts and Cultural Center, 1 + 1 = 5 in this case. So, so we decided let's pool our resources and figure out how to make this happen. So started making phone calls. The calls were coming into Henry, calls are coming into us. Next thing you know, we have Jake Shimabukuro, we got Robert Casimiro, we got Kimi Minor, we got Makana, we got
Roby,
just an incredible.
Kalapana, Mick Fleetwood, and Jake Shimabukuro.
It just didn't stop. At some point,
Yeah.
we just had to say, we can't go over 5 or 6 hours. We have to stop at some point.
Yeah, have to be 2 days.
And Uncle, you're no stranger to helping people in our community with the Henry Kapono Foundation.
Yeah.
And in just a few days after the wildfires, you also were helping musicians. Tell me about that.
We were the Henry Kapono Foundation. We started the We Are Friends program during COVID, and we raised $200,000. Gave out $500 food line gift cards to over 300 families. And so we're starting the same program to launch the We Are Friends Maui. And already since August 14th, we've already given out over 100 cards. So it's it's a good thing because it helps them to kind of get their feet on the ground and get started and figure out what they're going to do next. So we encourage all the professionals out there who have had such substantial loss or have lost half of their income. Please reach out to us, and if we can help, we would love to.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Let's take it back to the concert because 100% of the proceeds are going back. So let's talk about the organizations that these will benefit.
So 100% of all the ticket sales are gonna go. It's not the time to be shy. It's the time to put your best foot forward. It's the time to go ahead and commit as much as you can. Push all the chips onto the table and into the center, and get as much funds as you can. So we're going to take 100% of all the ticket sales and divide it between the Hawaii Community Foundation Maui Strong Fund, the People's Fund Maui, and the Henry Kapono Foundation. Is continuing to support the wonderful things that Henry has done throughout the community.
Always looking out.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you, Uncle, because I was seeing you a couple days ago, or a week ago, at Jake Shimabukuro and Mick Fleetwood. How did you guys become friends, you and Mick?
Mick, a few years ago, when they had the disaster in Japan, I called Mick and asked him if he would join us, and he said, I would love to help. And he's that kind of guy. He's a really gracious man, really helpful. In fact, during that thing, there was a big storm that came in during that when we were doing the kokua, so we had to move it inside. And we both looked at each other in the rain and went, we have to do this. So we went indoors, and we raised over $1 million. So.
Yeah, it's so wonderful. All right, let's tell everyone at home who's watching how they can get tickets to this event.
Well, the best way is to go to mauiarts.org, click on the button there, and you'll be able to buy tickets. You can get a ticket for as low as $15.50, or you can get a ticket for $150 right up close, and the possibility to actually the opportunity to meet this guy backstage.
This one right here. And I just heard it stream, right? You guys are going to stream it as well.
This is the hot take right now.
Ooh,
This is
breaking
the first
news
time
on High Now Daily.
We're high now, hot take.
Hi now.
Okay.
All right. So the reality is this is about coming together as a community. It's about being in person, about being next to each other, about beginning to heal. And that's what you can do through music, through the arts.
Yeah, the artists are all excited to be a part of this, and it was really easy to get them to jump in on this event, and they're excited. It's going to be an amazing show, and everybody's bringing their A game, and all the staff and the people, sound, lights, and all those guys are just donating their time and their energy and to do something fabulous.
Thank you both for your continued work. So Coco Maui, we appreciate you being on High Now Daily with us.
Thank you, McKenna.
All right, thank you guys. We're gonna send things over to Rachel. Hey Rachel, what's going on up in the kitchen?
Oh, McKenna, we got more food here in the High Now kitchen. I'm with Shorefyre Grill and Bar, and here to tell us more about what's going on there, we've got Alan Farinas, and we've got Executive Chef Chris George here. Welcome to the show. And I wanted to just make sure y'all know Drew, because Drew's going to be here with me today because Kainoa.
Hey, I'm not Kainoa, I'm Drew.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about Shorefyre Grill and Bar. What's happening?
Well, we wanted to show you a couple new menu items. Shorefyre, we've been at the International Marketplace location since 2018, the original location since 2014. So we're almost down the road, coming up on 10 years for the brand. But basically, we started the concept to be able to kind of feed surfers and people that are in Waikiki. You know, my wife and I started surfing in Waikiki, and we just didn't have any good places to eat. Everything was really expensive in hotels and stuff, so we wanted to create something that had just basic food that we all grew up with at a good price.
I love that. So now we are featuring some of the lunch specials, and then you also have a lot of things on the breakfast menu. So tell us about what goes on there.
Well, the breakfast menu, we have a bunch of different, we've got all your bacon and eggs, but I gotta tell you, the bacon is called gangster bacon. That's what we call it in-house. Because it's extra thick, it's just good, it's smoky, it's unique. I don't think anybody else has the same bacon. I pay a premium for it, but I wanna be different. But we've got excellent dishes that Chef came up with, like the mochi pancakes. We have just a huge spectrum, corned beef made from scratch, Kahlua pork Benedicts, all different types of things. So I took everything that I've learned from eating all these years in local dishes and kind of combined them together, and then now with Chef's help, we've kind of elevated the menu tremendously, and so a bunch of great items and tasting right.
Yeah, and everything looks delicious, all the food that you guys have brought so far, but I want to turn our attention to the mimosas.
You keep bringing up the mimosas, bro. You keep bringing up the mimosas. Okay, Mimosa Bar is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We do brunch at Shorefyre, and so it's like 10 till 3, and you get your champagne, and you could choose, you want guava, you want lilikoi, and so you can choose your own and change your flavors up every time, so.
Love that. And now, do you guys host parties there? Can you like rent out some space?
Of course, you can always take an area out or bring your work people, or we've had wedding requests on our lanai, so yeah.
Very cool. And so I wanted to ask what you brought today, and I gotta tell you, this guy has not had a local moco.
I just got here 3 months ago, so I've been
I brought extra, and he's gonna try the best one, so now I'm setting the standard.
Setting the standard.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. So we're gonna try a local moco today, and then tell us about what we have here in front of us.
This is our blackened fish tacos. This is brand new to our menu. It's about maybe a month old. So it's fresh fish, so it's either gonna be hebe, mahi, or ono, whatever fresh fish that I get that day. They catch in the auction, and it's blackened, it's seared. It's got shredded romaine, and this is lime crema, the white sauce over there. And then we have mango salsa with our spicy mayo, and then just a nice little lime over top of it.
Okay. Get in there.
Don't mind if I do. And as
Take that lime off.
Could you explain what that one is?
Sure. This is our Kalbi steak salad. This has been on for about 5-6 months now. Basically, it's romaine lettuce, spring mix that's mixed with the Thailand vinaigrette that we make. Fresh Kalbi that's cut. We cook it, and we julienne it up, and then we put it with, it's got crispy onions and little microgreens. It's got tomatoes and papaya and
papaya. I love papaya.
This right here is so fresh with the lime. You can really, boom.
Clean.
Boom. Hits you.
Smack in the face.
Yes, it does.
I gotta say, Kainoa and Rachel, you guys have the coolest jobs, because I get to see the food afterwards, but like getting to host today and eating the tacos.
Trying it fresh.
Yeah, it was delicious.
All right, and then what is that one there?
All right, this is our poke nachos. This is by far become one of our popular dishes. We fry wonton chips in-house. And then we put our poke over top. It's mixed with our Asian fusion and some vegetables. It's got fresh sea asparagus, and then it's dressed with kabiaki, our spicy mayo, and then it's got fresh avocado over top of it.
And our ahi is basically delivered fresh daily. We use Fresh Island Fish. They have over 30 boats. They bring it in fresh for us every day, and we break it down ourselves.
You gotta get in on that, man. Wow, this is so
Got that
delicious.
unagi sauce. Ooh.
Okay, now if people want to come in to Shorefyre Grill and Bar, where can they go? How can they book an appointment or a reservation?
Basically, on our website, you can book a reservation, or we have 2 locations. So we have our Koa Ave location, which is behind the Hyatt. That's a little smaller location, more for the surfers and stuff, or if you're in that area. And then we have full validated parking at International Marketplace. And we're open from 9 till pretty much 2 a.m. on some days. The weekends we also turn into a nightclub. So we turn from a family restaurant for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with live music that starts every day at 6. We have live music from local bands. But we also turn into a nightclub. After 10, it changes to Fire by Night, which is like a different, some people want to go out and dance. I got lasers and it's crazy. It's awesome. It's lit. It's lit.
Everything was so delicious. I can't wait to dig into that. And then we're going to have to try that local moco because that's what's happening next. Drew is going to try the local moco.
I am so excited.
Yes.
We're going to learn more about their nightlife and their 2 locations in Waikiki. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back. Right now, I'm with Steve Severade, president of the Adjusters International. He's here to talk about how his company advocates for businesses and homeowners after devastating damages. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Rachel.
All right, well, let's talk about a public adjuster. What is it and is it needed?
Sure. So a public adjuster is sort of the opposite or the counterbalance to the insurance company and all the experts that they bring out. And it's kind of a misnomer when somebody says, well, my adjuster is, but that adjuster really represents the insurance company, Rachel. They don't really represent the policyholder, and they don't have any fiduciary responsibility to the policyholder. So people can have an advocate to represent them, to balance the scales between the adjusters from the insurance company and all the other experts that they bring out. And that's what we do.
Absolutely. Now we're talking about, what has been going on in Maui and how you folks are able to kokua over there. What has your experience been like working with the people of Hawaii? I know it is public or it's international. Tell me about what the work you have done in the past.
Well, we've been coming onto the island since Hurricane Iniki, 1992, so we're very well versed with the islands. We didn't just come over here because Lahaina burned down. This is a regular place that we've done business on for many, many years. So we understand the customs, we understand the differences in insurance and policies, and we understand the difference in costs because it costs a lot more in the islands, as you know, Rachel.
Absolutely.
Not just building materials, but also sometimes just shipping contents over and things like that. So very familiar with the local peculiarities in insurance here.
Now, is there something that people should be aware of when they are reaching out to a public adjuster?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the number one thing, and hopefully this has been publicized enough already, but whoever you're going to talk to must have a Hawaii adjuster's license. If they don't, you shouldn't talk to them. You shouldn't be looking at a contractor who says he can negotiate your insurance claim for you, because that's not what they're licensed to do, and they have a very different set of goals. And you should not be bringing anybody in who's pressuring you, of course. One of the things that we're doing is really education, and that's what it's all about. And that's what people should be looking for right now is knowledge and education, and be able to understand their policies so that they can better deal with the insurance claim, the process, and know how to put things together. Whether they work with a public adjuster or not, that education is really important for their future right now.
Awesome. And I wanted to just touch upon the folks that you personally work with, your adjusters that you have on staff. What do they need to go through? How can we contact you folks?
We're easy to contact, Adjusters International. We're on the internet. So we're very easy to find, 1-800-248-3888. If anybody would like to call us, we're happy to do policy reviews for free. We do that all the time, give good information, good guidance, and hopefully help the community along the way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sitting down with me, and of course for kokuing Maui in the many ways that you folks can. Now, to recap, Adjusters International helps businesses and owners with managing, optimizing, and negotiating property damage, insurance claims, and settlements. For more details, visit greenspanai.com. right, we're back in the Good Energy Kitchen, sponsored by Hawaii Gas, and we've got Shorefyre Grill and Bar here. We had them on just a moment ago, and we've also got Drew Davis here, our meteorologist, but when we found out that he had not tried the Loco Moco, and he's been here for, what, 3 months now, we're like, that's a problem. We got to make sure that this guy knows what a Loco Moco tastes like, right?
I think being on High Now is the best job in the world because I get to try all of these like just local foods, and they all taste delicious. And
well, Drew, today's going to be a treat.
I know.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Today's going to be a treat
Right.
because you're going to try the best one.
Okay.
That's right. We've got Alan and we've got Chris. They're going to be telling us all about what's happening at Shorefyre, and you're going to break down this Loco Moco for us, right?
I'm going to break down the Loco Moco just to keep it real with everybody in the studio and at home. So basically, we have what's unique about our Loco Moco is we take applewood smoked bacon and we throw it in the meat grinder. Okay, then we take 80-20 chuck. We make a 9-ounce patty. That's right, Drew, over a half of a pound.
Half a pound, you
just
say?
keeping it real. And then we take that patty and we charbroil that because we want to bring that smoky flavor. That goes on a bed of our fried rice, which has caramelized onions, sauteed Portuguese sausage, carrots, peas, some other ingredients, and some sauces that we like to have on there. And then we'll put our gravy, which is like a beef broth gravy, really high quality gravy. And then we put the local eggs, caramelized onions, and as local people say, it's gonna broke them out.
Broke them out.
Broke them out.
Literally
I am
break
sold.
your mouth, man.
Okay.
It's gonna break that mouth. It's so good, right?
I'm sold. I feel like we were on an infomercial.
Don't
there. You broke it down.
Don't forget to let the egg run.
I know, but
Enjoy
wait,
it.
I've never heard anybody talk about a Loco Moco like that.
I'm very passionate about our Loco Moco.
Very
it's good stuff.
Okay.
go ahead.
Can I do it now? Can
You
I
can,
eat it?
you can.
All right.
I'm just gonna watch you real close.
Break that yolk, though. Break
Break
that
the
yolk.
yolk.
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it
There
right.
you go.
He's doing it right.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
I gotta get everything.
You gotta get everything.
Okay, now that is a true story right there.
Your egg
okay?
needs to be broken. There you go.
There we go. There we go. We're working on it. I'm trying to get everything in
And
here.
then gravy is so important too in a Loco Moco.
It does. It is.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
You got this.
You got this.
It's okay. You can do 2 bites.
Yeah, you can get
2 bites.
that,
All right.
with the egg.
How's the patty?
Okay.
Smoky? I know you can't talk because your mouth's full of a delicious Loco Moco right now.
By the way, you can get this Loco Moco at Shorefyre Grill and Bar. Tell
Yes.
everybody about the menu.
Yep. So basically, we have everything's made from scratch, and the menu was created out of a need for just awesome food that we all grew up with. And I've added some other things on there. Like for me, I like from scratch corned beef, but we all grew up in Hawaii with the canned corned beef. But I wanted to do something that's kind of real, so I kind of mixed it up and made it all work together. And so everything is inspired off of either chef's creations or experiences that we've had in the past, and we just made them upscale and look better, taste
Love
better.
that. Now
I gotta
experience.
I gotta give the review. 10
Yes.
out of 10.
10 out of 10.
It's delicious.
My man,
There
you see
you go,
that?
there
You
you
see
go.
that? Now go try some other ones, and I didn't want your opinion afterwards.
It's all downhill from here.
It is. I gotta warn you. I gotta be.
Believe me, there are a ton of amazing Loco Mocos out there. This will be one of the amazing ones, though. I tell you that.
Thank
so
you.
at Shorefyre Grill, we talked about the breakfast, we talked about the mimosas, we talked about the lunch, but now we want to talk about that nightlife. What's happening?
So Fire by Night, we do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and basically it turns into a nightclub. So we convert the restaurant, all the tables fold up, we have a VIP seating, we have bottle service, we basically have everything that every other nightclub has, but I've added extra things like lasers, and we just have a great vibe. We have house music, we have different types of salsa music, we have different nights that have different themes, and it changes every couple of weeks. But if you're looking for a place that you haven't been before, and you're looking for that vibe and having fun, you have validated parking, go to Fire by Night at Shorefyre, Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 2.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today in the kitchen, bringing all the grinds. Go ahead and check them out, Shorefyre Bar and Grill in Waikiki, and also their location on Koa Street, because they've got 2 of them, so much to choose from. Latin night, you got ladies night, you got all
these different nights, all these different
All
nights.
right, you guys, go ahead and check them out. Now, thank you guys so much. Now, let's send things back to McKenna, who is in the studio, because now we just need a little bit of entertainment, right?
Oh my goodness, yes, we are all in for a treat. Congratulations, Drew, by the way, on an amazing first time for your Loco Moco. Hey, we're gonna get to Henry Kapono's music in a bit, but first let's recap on his event, everyone. You guys can go to the We Are Friends Maui, a Maui wildfire benefit concert. It's happening at the Maui Arts and Cultural Center on September 23rd. It starts at 4 p.m. and ends at 10 o'clock. For tickets and more information and details on the live stream they dropped on High Now Daily today, visit mauiarts.org. All right, you guys. Henry Kapono is here. We're going to close out this wonderful show with him. Henry Kapono, the legendary. You can go ahead and take it away, Uncle.
Thank you, McKenna. Have you ever seen a yellow mustard mountain? When California sun shines in the sky. Have you ever seen it dancing softly in the wind? Painted nice. There's a happy kind of feeling when the sun's out. Rainbow-colored countryside can all be seen. Mother Nature, you are beautiful, you are the song I sing. Everybody, you should see it. You got to feel it. When you're riding down the highway in the sun. Everybody, you should see it. You got to feel it. When you're riding down the highway in the sun. There's a cool, refreshing feeling that I get in the springtime when the flowers are in bloom. It does something to me that I can't forget, and it's there for you. Everybody, you should see it. You got to feel it. When you're riding down the highway in the sun. Everybody, you should see it. You got to feel it. When you're riding down the highway in the sun. Everybody, you should see it. You got to feel it. When you're riding down the highway in the sun. Whoa.